Hallelujah. It's that side for the way to. What a way to.
Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. Thank you all again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will put toe to leather to crank us up.
I'm so sorry.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Leaves it with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going up top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. On the opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Off he goes. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Here he comes from inside his own
Ooh,
5.
snap.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The give to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Got it in the middle. It's Wiggins. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now they'll see.
He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25.
Ooh.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going for it all. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. The running back has it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Going for it all.
Oh!
Going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after.
Afterburner's coming. At the 30. He's at the 10.
That was a good pass.
Through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Snagged in the middle. It's Wiggins. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Gets it out fast. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On second down, looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh, man.
Intercepted.
Messed that up.
Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced the tackle throwbacks.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running behind that left side. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskin.
What a snag by the defense. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Trying to take it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return in great field position at the 42. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Thank you. Pass interference. Thank you.
They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. To the end zone, and
throw that thing.
And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
With the catch, it's Morgan. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they got him for the sack.
That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. Make him feel comfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there, but you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Get him some heat.
If it was up to me.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cut right back in and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
This world
And the
was
Wolverines will put
out.
it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now.
If it was up to me.
I wish I'd have played with many quarterbacks. I'm just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Shakes off the defender. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a... And it's his 4th interception of the night. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll try it again. Smashes through. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Dumbass play call.
Backfield, he'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas!
Started TC Spacer.
Put them up here in the 2nd half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execute.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Slow down.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by this defense, knowing it's third and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up, tackling the running back, forcing the fourth down.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Yeah, man, the ball in.
The kickoff unit set to go.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big one.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, it's in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get routed out.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry up. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Down of possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trailing via possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage. The short passing game gives him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He makes the connection.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
That last completion sets him up on second down.
This really is not free.
What's up?
Yeah, I thought I was calling you back.
Nah, I would have checked on y'all. That's all.
On the ground, trying to milk
I'm
the clock.
good with volleyball practice. I mean, for karate practice.
Oh, you ready?
This offense thinks that they have enough
You can't
left
hear
in
me.
the tank
I
here
don't
to
have your
run the
speakerphone. You want me to put you on
football and run
speakerphone?
all the time
No,
off the clock.
no, you
Got
good.
the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but
Yeah,
it's
you
not
was
going to
good though.
surprise anybody if they turn around and
Yeah,
hand it off again here.
everything's good. We had to go get dressed, and because Ashley brought us back, I got to come back this morning, so for this afternoon.
Did you go do the splash pad?
They needed 2 yards to get that
No,
first down.
let me
That's
tell you about that.
exactly what they got.
Get up
Great
this
job of
morning,
execution.
and
No
well, last
secret
night,
about it. Just gotta be
the
physical,
lady
get
texts me
half
and
and
tells
half.
me,
No
I'm
man
thinking this
wins.
is going to
All
be
the
Emory and
cliches to
Aubrey.
get that
Yeah.
third down
She
and
tells me that they're bringing some other girl named Ava. Now, Ava is
This
friends
is
with
very
Pitt.
interesting because now down here
And
in the
she
red
acts
zone,
like
you know
Pitt.
it's not going to be easy
Oh, yeah.
throwing it because the windows are small.
Yeah, so I
Can
was
they
like,
run the ball against the
feel like,
best
and
run
Emory's not a
defense
fan of us,
in
so
the
I'm like,
entire
I don't
nation?
feel like
This
that,
is as
you
big
know,
a challenge as you're going
going
to find
over to
offensively.
somebody's area when we know that we don't really like fool with them. I don't believe in putting myself in situations where I'm going to be uncomfortable. Not that type of thing.
Yeah.
And so she wants to go,
It's
kept
really
telling
important at this point of the game late that they at least
think
get
Oh,
we
it's a
should
play. I thought it was Aubrey.
possession game. So they're staying
I thought it was
conservative.
Aubrey too,
They're
but then
running
she
the
stuck in
football,
yesterday
keeping
after
it
I
on the
said
ground
yes.
to
Oh,
execute
well,
that idea.
Ava's going to be there too. You know, Ava. So I was like, well, no, I don't know her, but Emory says she does. I ain't talking about Emory said about
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it.
that we should know and we should be careful with this.
This guy's been a go-to guy for this offense
you
all
know,
game long. We've seen
be
that
there,
here
so
on
if
a
Ava get out
critical
of
third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight?
Going for the big play. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous